Welcome everybody to Madison, Wisconsin for the second game of this two-game set between your Traverse City Pit Spitters and the Madison Mallards. Traverse City coming into this game with a 5-2 record, dropping their second game of the season last night to the Mallards, who improved to 4-3 with the victory. If you didn't watch the game last night, just to get you caught up real quick, Traverse City never trailed through the first 9 innings of the game, leading in multiple innings, but every single time the Mallards came right back and tying it up in the bottom of the 9th to send it 2 extra innings. And after Traverse City failed to score in the top of the 10th with the runner on second rule, Madison came on and moved the runner to third. Pit Spitters got 1 out, intentionally walked the bases loaded, got a grounder up the middle, stopped by the pitcher Evan Gates, and fired home for the out. And then on a ground ball up the middle, Christian Faust made a play on it, flipped to second. Seemed like they had the runner out, but he was called safe, allowing the Mallards to walk it off in the 10th. Getting set to go here in Madison. For the Pit Spitters, your starting lineup: Trey Truitt in center field, Christian Faust at third, Miles Simmington playing left field again, Chris Monroe moving from first base to DH, Jake Arnold back in the lineup at first base, batting 5th, Adam Proctor catching behind the dish tonight in the 7 hole, or the 6 hole actually. Colin Summerhill moves from third to right, batting 7th. Aiden Brewer and Campbell and Traficante back in the lineup as Trey Truitt gets things started with a knock into the left center field gap for a leadoff single. Brewer and Traficante rounding things out for your Pit Spitters up the middle, back in the lineup after a much-needed day off, playing the first 6 games of the season. So Truitt singles, and he just continues to raise that average. He's got a good average on the team. Into the box, Christian Faust. Faust with a 5-game hit streak. Actually make that 6 games. He picked up his 6th hit in as many games last night. He's hit safely in every game besides the opener. Faust up the middle as Truitt was on the move. Second baseman bobbled it. No double play, no out at all. Truitt safe at second. Faust safe at first, and the Pit Spitters have something going here in the top of the first. So Christian Faust will pick up error, E4 on the play. Reaches base safely. He's reached base safely in every game this season, but in the first game didn't get a hit. He walked once and then scored on the walk-off single to start the season. In the box now from Purdue, Miles Simmington playing left field today. Simmington off to a pretty hot start, hitting .357 here through 17 games, but for himself, he's only been here for half of those. Got here late, as did Proctor and the other Big Ten guys. Wyatt Rush, Jesse Heikkinen showed up late after they finished their college seasons. Simmington in a 1-0 count. Big swing. That ball's going to the left field gap. Craddock not able to make the play. He's going to fire it in. Truitt will hold at third, and there are bases loaded for the Pit Spitters. Nobody out. Truitt singled to left center. Faust had to reach on the E4. And now Miles Simmington singles to left center as well. 2 opposite field hits. Something that the Pit Spitters work on a lot in their pregame batting practice today. Didn't take BP on the field because it was a little wet. Got some rain in the Madison area. So they kept the players off the field to maintain it before the game. They took some batting practice and a batting cage under the first base bleachers. but still worked on some opposite field hitting as Chris Monroe steps in, one of the hottest hitters in the Northwoods League. Off to an extremely hot start. 18 at-bats. He has 8 hits. 3 of those have left the ballpark. He leads the Spitters in average, hitting .444. Another guy that showed up after the first couple games, finished his college season, made his way to Traverse City. Has launched 3 homers in the last 2 days. Last night, an absolute bomb. And had 2 against the Kenosha Kingfish on Saturday. Buxton into his windup, deals, and got Monroe on the check swing. He did go around. Brings the count to 0-2. Buxton 0-1 on the season. Into his windup, 0-2 pitch to Monroe. Outside, just by a hair. One-two pitch coming to Monroe, who's hit well with 2 strikes. One of those home runs against the Kingfish was with 2 strikes. He's good at protecting the plate. That ball, oh my. Inside breaking pitch, looked like it got the inside corner. Chris Monroe himself was walking back to the dugout thinking it was strike 3, but the umpire said no way. Just a bit inside, and the count runs even 2-2. Bases loaded, no one out, top of the first. Truitt, Faust, and Simmington on the bases. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Monroe goes down swinging. Took one more pitch than Buxton would have liked, but he does get the result he was looking for, 1 away. And now in comes Jake Arnold from North Georgia, the senior, playing first base today, back in the lineup. Had a day off yesterday. Arnold off to a struggling start, hitting .143, only 2 hits on this season. First pitch to Arnold, right there, strike 1. Good opportunity for the Mallards to get out of this inning. Arnold, not a lot of speed, so a ground ball. They can turn 2 and get out of the bases loaded jam. Here comes the pitch. Arnold, and there is a chopper to short, but it's very slow. Frederick makes the play, gets Arnold at first, but Truitt comes around to score, and the Spitters, just like yesterday, strike first against the Mallards. Faust moves to third. Simmington moves to second. Arnold will be rewarded an RBI on the ground out. And there are 2 outs in the first. Spitters not even working the count, really. Only 11 pitches through the first 5 batters, and they already have a run. Just putting the ball in play as Adam Proctor, the Michigan State Spartans, in the box ready to go, watches ball 1. Proctor showed up and instantly made an impact in his first game for the Spitters, still in Traverse City against the Rockford Rivets. He hit an RBI double in his first game, and he's hitting .333 on the season. Had the day off yesterday as the Spitters have a 3-catcher rotation between him, Colin Summerhill, who's playing right field today, and Miguel Useche, who caught yesterday. Summerhill, a super utility player, is already DH'd this year. Caught, played right, left, and then yesterday played third base. So he's playing all around. 2-0 pitch to Proctor is on the outside corner, strike 1. Proctor doubled in his last game he played on Saturday against the Kingfish. Big swing there, but it's fouled back to the screen, and the count runs even 2-2 with 2 outs. Opportunity for Proctor here to make something happen. Buxton looking to get out of the early jam with only 1 run on his name so far. Gave up 4 earned runs in his first start of the season, and the Pitt Spitters looking to capitalize on that today. The 2-2 pitch is up and away, and the count runs full to Adam Proctor. Proctor not known for his hitting abilities despite hitting .333 early here in the season. He hit under 200 his last season at Michigan State, but known for his defensive abilities. Here comes the full count pitch. High, and Proctor will work himself a 2-out walk, and once again the bases are juiced. First walk issued on the game by Buxton, and the bases go loaded again. Last time they were loaded, Arnold got an RBI ground out. Ground out will not get a run home here with 2 outs. Summerhill's got to put a ball in play and get it down. Summerhill announced as this night's beer batter, although he is 3rd on the team in strikeouts, as in least amount of strikeouts. So a tough guy for the Mallards if they want some discounted beer for the fans. Summerhill only struck out 3 times in 26 at-bats, so he really puts the ball in play, doesn't go down on strikes often. 3rd behind Proctor, who's played significantly less games, and Shulky, who again, that ball's up the middle. It's going to skip over the second base bag. 1 run scores. Simmington making his way around 3rd. He'll score without a throw. 3-0 Pitt Spitters here in the 1st. Summerhill with a 2 RBI poke up the middle. He'll pick himself up RBIs 7 and 8 on the season, and already we're going to have a mound visit for the Madison Mallards.
Hey, just checking in. Garrett, did you give Sloan an error on the second batter?
Yes.
Okay. See.
So there's a visit on the mound now for the Mallards. And that gives me a chance to tell you about the pitcher, Ike Buxton. He's given up 3 runs so far in this game. Last time out, a little better. 5 innings pitched, only gave up 4 runs, so Pitt Spitters on pace to shatter that mark set by the Lakeshore Chinooks back on June 1st, second game of the season. Pitched 5 innings, struck out 5, walked 2, so pretty good command on 22 batters faced. Give up 7 hits, though. Pitt Spitters already have 3 hits here. All singles. 1 by Truitt, 1 by Simmington, and 1 by Summerhill. Now Aiden Brewer back in the lineup. Got the day off yesterday, as did his mate up the middle, Traficante. Both back in the lineup as Brewer watches ball 1. Brewer hitting a measly 200 on the season, but he does have 3 RBIs, and his on-base is .333. Brewer takes a big hack, but he fouls it straight back to the screen. Brewer playing in the first 6 games of the season before getting his day off, so it was much needed, as it's a 72-game schedule in just 75 days, so anytime you can get a day off, guys surely do appreciate it. 1-1 from Buxton coming now. Here's the pitch, and shot straight back to the screen, and Brewer frustrated because he missed his pitch. Pitch was right there, down the middle, took a nice hack at it, a pitch that he can do some damage with, but he fouled it back, and now he's got to protect against a 1-2 count. Buxton looking for his second strikeout to end this inning with only 2-3 runs on the board. Pitch, and oh, that curveball really got away from him, but it's got a good kick off the bricks. And had Campbell thrown to 3rd, might have had a chance to get Proctor, who was off on the pitch, as it kicked right back off the bricks. Hard kick right into Campbell's hand, but he decided to eat it, and it's a 2-2 count. Even count to Aiden Brewer. Already 23 pitches in the inning for Buxton. Spitters really making him work. 3 hits, 3 runs in the inning. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. And Brewer stays alive with a foul ball. Brewer from Hillsdale College. From Dexter, Michigan. He just wrapped up his sophomore campaign. Or his freshman campaign, technically, with the extra year due to COVID. His first season didn't count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Low and away, so the count, again, will run full. Spitters really making Buxton work here in the top of the first. Long inning. Full count, 2 outs to the 8-hole second baseman, Aiden Brewer. Trafficante waiting on deck to see if he gets a chance to do some damage. Runners on third and second. It's Proctor and Summerhill. Full count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Brewer shoots it up the middle. Tough play for Frederick. He's not able to make the play. Couldn't field the short hop. Goes off his glove. Safe at first is Brewer. And it's 4-0 Spitters in the first. Colin Summerhill had a chance to score if he took a hard turn and went for it. But already with 4 runs on the board and really making Buxton work, no need to risk it and get out of this inning. Don't want to run yourself into an out with 2 outs. That's pretty much the rule. So Camden Trafficante will bat now as the Spitters have officially went all the way through the lineup in the first. Trafficante got the day off yesterday, as I mentioned before, with Brewer. Shoots that one to left field, and it's going to be the 4th hit of the inning and the 5th run for the Spitters. Trafficante shoots the first pitch to left field, the 3rd opposite field hit of the game. And Trey Truitt, the leadoff hitter, gets a second chance here in the first. RBI single for Camden Trafficante. It is his 4th RBI of the season. Right back to where he left off, homering in his last game he played on Saturday against Kenosha, part of 5 home runs, the team record in a single game. Buxton fires his 28th pitch of this first inning for a strike. Spitters really attacking the count early. Only 2 batters have reached a full count. Both of them reached. But really first pitch, second pitch swinging. They're looking for that pitch early in the count as they know Buxton's struggling, so they know he's going to want to throw strikes, and they're trying to take advantage, and they've done a good job. 5 spot in the first. Truitt looking for more, though. Nope. I think it's 0-2, actually. I think it was a cold strike, but I'm not sure. Pitch to Truitt. Both runners go, and it goes to the backstop. So it's a wild pitch for Buxton. Both runners were off with the pitch, making it that much easier to get into their respective bases safely. And now Trey Truitt has an RBI opportunity, make it 2 RBI opportunity. Strikes. 1-2 count to Truitt. Buxton has thrown 30 pitches, 5 more, and he can't come out for the second. Here's the 1-2 to Truitt. Big swing and a miss. So in Trey Truitt's second at bat of the first inning, Buxton gets him striking out, and the inning is over. Spitters, though, big lead already. They get 5 runs on 4 hits and a walk, couple errors. Bottom of the first coming up. Jeremy Neff on the mound, and a big lead here on the Traverse City Spitters Radio. Bottom of the first, about to get underway here on the Pit Spitter Radio. On the hill for the Pit Spitters, left-handed Jeremy Neff from Richmond, the Spiders. 1-0 on the season as he works here in the bottom half with a big 5-0 lead.
He's finding a spot for this stuff now.
Pit Spitters really put it on the Mallards in the first as Neff fired in the first pitch strike and a second pitch strike, working ahead 0-2. Neff, last time out, second game of the season against the Kokomo Jackrabbits, pitched 6 innings, only allowed 3 hits, 1 run unearned, so no earned runs, and 4 strikeouts. Having himself a pretty good season so far. He's facing Cam Craddock, the center fielder. He has him down in the count. 0-2 the pitch. Grounded to short. Traficante makes the running play, throws across the diamond. Arnold stretches, got him! Nice play by Traficante. Christian Faust was moving to his left to make the play. Traff called him off. Made the play moving in on it, and Faust had to slide down and avoid getting hit by Traficante, and it allowed him to throw to first on time for the out. So 1 away to lead off the bottom of the first. That's going to bring in Zack Storbachen. Had himself a tough night last night. 0 for 5 in the win, as that ball is dished outside to lead it off. Storbachen made his season debut yesterday, so his average is sitting at 0 for 5 on the season. Neff dealt first pitch ball, second pitch in there for a strike. One pitch from Jeremy Neff. He fires, and it's high, ball 2. Neff, the other Richmond Spider on the roster, as that ball is swung and fouled back, so it's 2-2 behind his teammate Jacob Marcus, who pitched yesterday, and he had a stellar outing, 6 2/3, 4 hits, only 1 earned run, and it came after he was removed from the game and a run scored, which was not the tying run, but the second run of the game. So he didn't force the run in, but he put him on base, and then the Mallards scored 2. Marcus and Neff, the Friday, Saturday starters for Richmond this past season. 2 big arms. Neff, 2-2, here's the pitch. Grounded again slowly. Left side, Faust makes a play in the slow roller, throws across. Arnold, nice big stretch. Kept his foot on the bag, out number 2. Neff threw 2 batters, producing soft contact, as Craddock hit a slow roller that Traff made the play on, and then Fausti over at third made the play on that slow roller. 2 away, and here comes a lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch is a ball. Neff facing one of the better hitters in this lineup, Alex Iadacernia. He went 2 for 4 in yesterday's game, walking and scoring a run. So he reached base 3 times and scored. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Jeremy Neff from West Palm Beach, Florida. He's 6'3", 180, big frame from the left side. 2-0 pitch. Big hack at it by Iadacernia, and he fouls it straight back to the screen, 2-1 count. Iadacernia looking great on the season so far. 2 hits in yesterday's game. Brought his average to 4 and 8. Only played a couple games for the Mallards, but he's hitting .500 early on. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled, out of play. 2-2 count coming up. Neff pitched 44 innings his last season with the Spiders in the spring. Struck out 46. Walked only 13, so a good ratio, strike to walkout. Here comes the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Missing low and away, Proctor made the stop Proctor, as I mentioned, playing for Michigan State as the catcher, not because of his bat, but because of his glove. Proctor with a perfect fielding percentage for the Spartans this last season, as Neff throws in a nice breaking pitch, got Aiden looking to end the inning, gets his first strikeout. So Neff looking absolutely dominant in the first. 2 slow rollers and a strikeout. And he makes his way through the inning on only 15 pitches, half of what Buxton did for the Mallards. So the Pitt Spitters lead 5-0 after 1 inning of play. Top of the second coming up here on Pitt Spitters Radio. Top of the second here on Pitt Spitter Radio. Christian Faust will lead off the second after a big 5-run first for the Pitt Spitters and a 1-2-3 inning for Jeremy Neff. Faust reached on an error his last time up. That ball shot deep to left field, not deep enough. Aiden under it, and he makes the play in left center field for out number 1. Miles Simmington now steps in for his second at-bat of the game. He singled to left his first time up.
Reach on an error on the first one?
Yeah, to the second baseman. Yeah. We have 2 errors so far.
Yeah. What's the second one?
1-0 pitch coming to Simmington, and he's swinging. Ripped down the line. That's a fair ball into the corner. Simmington is going to take the turn.
Arnold.
Throw is late. Oh, my. What a dive. What a dive by Miles Simmington into second. Got sniped from the treetops there, but he is safe at second base with a 1-out double. That's a play that I am for sure going to go onto the stream and make sure I screen record and have that on at the ready. Simmington in safely, though. Not how I'm sure he would have liked to reach safely, but he is in with a double. It's his second hit of the day. In is Chris Monroe, first pitch swinging, and he shoots an easy fly ball to right. Play is made out there, and Simmington is going to tag. Won't even risk diving this time around. Goes in standing. So it's one pitch and a fly out for Chris Monroe, but it does advance the runner. Buxton working faster here in the second. He's only fired 3 pitches this inning. Here's the pitch now to Jake Arnold. Arnold will watch that one high, 1-0. Monroe in a 2-0 count. He struck out, or Arnold with a 2-0 count, as that ball is inside, almost hit him at a back away. Arnold RBI ground out his last time up, my mistake. 3-0 count for the big man, though, at first base today, making Buxton work. See if the green light's on here. And it's right down the middle, which leads me to believe it was a take sign all the way. 3-1 count now to Arnold. Buxton settled down a little bit. Gave up a double to Simmington, but got 2 other quick outs. Arnold swings at that one. Right side. Diving effort, but it's through. And Jake Arnold will pick up his 2nd RBI of the game. This one on a single. Simmington scores at 6-0 Pitt Spitters. Arnold needed that one bad, as his average just dropped even more below the 143 mark he came into this game with. Gets an RBI. It's his 3rd on the season, so he triples his tally in just 1 game. Mound visit between Campbell and Buxton. Campbell retreats back to the plate as Adam Proctor is in, ready to go. Proctor walked his first time around. Later came around to score on a Summerhill single. Runner going, Jake Arnold. He's going to get himself a stolen base. The big man showing off the wheels there on a delayed steal. Caught Campbell off guard. Proctor took the ball outside, and Arnold with his first stolen base on the season. Nifty steal there by the big first base off guard. No chance they thought he would be off trying to take a bag. And he just swipes it. First on the season, and Proctor watches another ball, so it's 2-0. Hitters count, RBI chance, runner on second. 2 outs, 1 run already across. Buxton deals. Big hack by Proctor, and he fouls it straight back. Proctor upset with himself after getting a 2-0 pitch right where he wanted it, and he just missed it, fouling it back. Proctor, a lot of power. Put a ball over the duck blind in right field in BP yesterday. No on-field BP today, so couldn't see how far he could hit it. On the left side, 2-1 pitch is low in the dirt. Good block. Arnold will not advance, and it's 3-1. Coming to Proctor. Buxton is ready. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss on a good pitch to hit. And the count's going to run full. Full count. Coming to Proctor with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch from Buxton. And again, got Proctor swinging on a good pitch to hit. He's upset with himself. He missed 3 good pitches in the at-bat. And he walks back to the dugout defeated, but many more chances will come in this game, that's for sure. Pitt Spitters do add on 1 run on the RBI single from Jake Arnold. They lead it 6-0 after 1.5 of play. Right back for the bottom of the second here on the Pitt Spitters Radio. Bottom of the second here in Madison. Spitters lead this one 6-0 thanks to RBIs from Arnold, and Summerhill picked up a couple. Arnold got another RBI last inning. So it's 6-0. Good guys. 1-1 count. Jeremy Neff dealing to Jacob Campbell, the Mallards catcher. That ball is shot into right field, and Mallards have their first hit of the game. So Campbell will lead from first as Kyle Bork is in the box. Neff looks at the runner, deals. First pitch swinging, Bork fouls it. Bork 0 for 4 in the ball game yesterday. Did have an RBI and a walk, so he did reach base, but went hitless in the win. Campbell did not play yesterday, so he's perfect 1 for 1 in the series. Neff looks at Campbell, deals home, little inside, almost hit Bork, but it's ball 1. Neff got out of the first inning on just 15 pitches, sandwiched in between a couple of offensive bursts from his team in the top halves as he deals that one in for a strike on the breaking ball. 1-2 count now to Kyle Bork. Bork with a .316 average on the season, looking to improve on that in this at-bat. 1-2 pitch, little high, little outside. Counts even 2-2. Neff in a 2-2 count, gets the sign, gets set. Campbell leads from first. The pitch is high, count runs full. Neff in that first game of the season, he only walked one batter, in danger of walking Bork here, which would put 2 runners on. Not ideal with nobody out, with his team up 6. Full count, here's the pitch. Campbell leads, and it's inside. Misses Bork, but it's ball 4. So Bork works the walk, makes his way down to first, and it's first and second, nobody out for Drake Baldwin, the designated hitter, who had a nice game yesterday. Went 3 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. So he raised his season average just below 400, 375. Started off 0 for 5 to start the season, and then the 3 hits brought him to 3 for 8 total. Looking for more here, but a considerably more difficult matchup against the left-hander. Lefty-lefty matchup. 0-1 pitch. Neff dealt the first pitch strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Little high, ball 1. Counts even at 1-1. Big swing and a miss on the 1-1 pitch, and Neff is ahead 1-2. Baldwin, when he's not DHing, he's catching or playing first base. Hometown kid from Madison, plays his ball at Missouri State. Just wrapped up his freshman campaign. 1-2 pitch against Neff. Neff fires. It's a high chopper. Neff will play it. Only plays to first. And he gets Baldwin, but the runners advance. It was a high chop, and it stayed up in the air for too long. Neff was not able to even attempt to turn two. Just had to get the sure thing over at first, and he did. So there's one away, 2 on for the Mallards. Matt Scannell now. Into the box, another lefty-lefty matchup. Neff sporting the advantage. That first pitch is in there for a strike. Scannell did not play in yesterday's game. He's playing right field today. Scannell wearing number 0. The number of runs Neff is looking to get out of this inning with. 0-1 pitch is just a tick high. It looked like it might have been a strike, but Scannell, smaller frame, he probably gets that pitch on a little taller batter, but Scannell only 5'11". Smaller strike zone, and Neff dealt a little high. 1-1 pitch. Here it is. It's a nice breaking ball in for strike 2, so Neff, back-to-back batters, he gets down in the count 1-2. He got Baldwin to roll over, chop it back to him. Looking for a strikeout, as it would prevent a run from scoring from third. 2 in scoring position with only 1 out. Here's the pitch to Scannell, and it's way high, so the count goes even 2-2. Scannell, far away from home. Texas kid from Stone Oak. Plays in the Ivy League for Princeton. And swings on a pitch in the dirt, so Proctor has to throw down, but he does a good job looking back. The runner at third, Campbell, throws down to first, gets Scannell out, and the runner does not advance. So a great at-bat by Jeremy Neff, getting the strikeout, stranding the runners where they're at. 2 outs now in the inning. 1 out away from keeping this shutout. And now he's going to go from the windup. First pitch high. Went from the stretch against Scannell. And now with 2 outs, he'll go from the windup. A lot of pitchers will do this with the runner on third when there's not a chance to steal a base. Feels a little more comfortable for him. So whatever helps. And whatever gets him out of this inning with no runs definitely works for me. One pitch. Coming to the 8-hole hitter. Neff looks at the runner at third from the windup. He deals, lined hard to second. Aiden Brewer makes the easy play, flips to first, and Jeremy Neff gets out of trouble in the second. So 1 hit, 1 walk, and a strikeout for Neff. Limits the threat, no runs across. He's through 2 scoreless here in Madison. Top of the third, it's 7-8-9 for the Spitters. Coming up, Summerhill, Brewer, and Traficante here on Pit Spitters Radio. Top of the third here on Pit Spitter Radio. Home team losing big, down 6-0 to the visitors, Traverse City.
Yeah. It's Reagan Clowder. He just had to wear Ryan Locke's number 21 jersey because he just came in today.
New pitcher is in
Yeah.
Okay, because they had him as
for the Mallards. Only 2 innings of work
All right. Well, at least we got him in.
for Buxton. But it was a troublesome 2 innings. 6 hits, 4 earned runs, a walk. Did pick up 3 strikeouts, though. But the Pit Spitters chased the Mallards pitcher after just 2 innings as Summerhill swings at the second pitch of the inning, hits a fly ball to the left. Aya Discerni has camped under it, and he will retire it. Out number 1. Reagan Clowder is the new Mallards pitcher. In for his first work of the season. Left-hander for the Mallards, standing 6'1", 185. He's a redshirt freshman. As Brewer fouls it out of play. From Wisconsin is Clowder from Verona, and he plays his college ball not too far from the ballpark at Madison College, just right down the road here from Warner Park. Looking to keep the Pit Spitters off the board for the first time in this game as he fires a nice slider, it looked like, to Aiden Brewer, who swings right through it, and he's down 0-2. Brewer reached on an error back in the first, and he swings through that high fastball. So 2 up, 2 down for Clowder. Big lefty gets his first strikeout of the season. Caught Brewer chasing. And there's 2 outs for Camden Traficante. Batting right-handed now, a switch hitter from the left side in the first at-bat against the right-handed Buxton. Shot a single to left, and now against the lefty, switches sides. Hitting it from the right side now. Watches ball 1 in the dirt. Clowder, the 1-0. Again inside, 2-0 count to Traficante. Traff had an RBI single on that opposite field hit. Scored the 5th and final run of the inning. As we'll watch a third pitch inside. So 3-0. See what head coach Josh Rebant wants to do, if he wants to put on the green light in a big lead. As it is 4 straight pitches inside to Traficante, and he will work a 2-out walk. And that will bring up Trey Truitt from North Carolina State. His 3rd at-bat in as many innings so far. Single to lead off the game on the very first pitch, and then struck out his last time up to end the threat in the second. Up again with 2 outs. Or, beg your pardon, he had 2 at-bats in the first inning. Did not bat last inning, so my mistake. Up now in the third for his 3rd at-bat. So I guess it is his 3rd at-bat in as many innings, but he didn't bat in the first and the second. Both in the first. Big swing and miss on a breaking ball, and he's down in the count 0-2. Clowder looking for his 2nd strikeout of the inning to finish the Pit Spitters' threats here in the 3rd. And the 0-2, he will actually pick over to first base. Traficante dives in safely. Just a formality, keeping him close as the Pit Spitters love to run. 0-2 now comes to the plate, and it's high. 1-2 count now to Trey Truitt. Trey Truitt's North Carolina State baseball team advancing to the Super Regional in the college baseball playoffs. He took a redshirt year, so he was able to make his way to the Northwoods League. as he watches that one in the dirt. And I know Josh Freeband's glad to have him. Cousins of Evan Mayday, who was a pit spitter for 2 years, offered again to come back for this season and chose not to for undisclosed reasons, maybe personal reasons. But that got Trey a spot on the team. As he shoots that one up the middle, umpire had to move out of the way to avoid getting hit, and Trey Truitt has his second single of the game. Got a fastball and sat on it, protecting with 2 strikes, not trying to do too much, and just shoots it right up the middle. Perfect piece of 2-strike hitting, and there are now 2 on with 2 outs. Into the box is Christian Faust. Reached on an error in the first and then flew out to lead off the second. So he now is batting in every inning. Watches the first pitch strike on the outside corner. Second pitch swing and chops it towards the Mallards dugout, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Faust behind 0-2. Clowder looking to get out of the inning. The pitch grounded softly to third. Play is made by Storbachen. He goes the short way to second to get Truitt, and the inning is over. So pit spitters able to make a little noise with 2 outs, getting a walk and a single, but nothing else comes from it. First time the pit spitters are held scoreless in this ball game. They lead 6-0 after 2.5. Bottom of the third coming up on Pit Spitter Radio. Bottom of the third from Madison, Wisconsin. 6-0, the score of this ball game. First inning, the Pit Spitters didn't put a run up. In the top of the third, they scored 5 in the first. Second, only got 1. First pitch of the inning, grounded to Faust. Took a weird hop off the infield grass. Easy play, though, as there is 1 pitch, 1 out. Faust, a very reliable infielder over there at third base. Only 1 error on the season, and not even his fault. It was over in Kenosha for the first road game of the season, and it took a terrible hop off of the infield dirt on a slow roller. But had to be ruled an error, even though I'm not sure anyone could have made that play. As Neff deals a first pitch ball to the leadoff man, Cam Craddock. Craddock did not play yesterday got the day off. But despite that, he still leads the team in hits. Take that back. Second in hits, leads the team in at-bats. 7 for 28. As that ball is skipped in the dirt. 2-0 count now. Cam Craddock. Madison kid. Looking to make noise in his hometown. Watches a strike down the middle on 2-0, make it 2-1. And Craddock walks. It was actually 3-1. So Craddock works a 1-out walk. The second walk issued by Neff. And that will bring in Zack Storbachen. First pitch swinging left side. Faust dives. Can't make the play, so it's a 1-out hit for Zack Storbachen, his first on the season. Make him 1 for 7 now on the year. He grounded to third his last time. This one to third, but it was hit harder and through the left side. Second straight inning that the Mallards get 2 on via a hit and a walk. And once again, Neff will look to work through it. Dishes an outside first pitch ball to Alex Iadacernia. 0 for 1 today. Neff got him swinging to end the first. 2 for 4 yesterday, though. Very capable of doing damage. Swings at the 0-1 pitch, or the 1-0 pitch, and now it's 1-1. Neff looking pretty good so far. Only 2 hits and 2 walks to go with a pair of strikeouts. Looking for more here, increasing those stats. 1-1 pitch, grounded to second, chance at 2. Brewer will throw to short, gets 1, and Traficante wisely holds as Iadacernia was hustling down the line. So they do get 1 out. They get the middle runner, not the lead runner. Lead runner Cam Craddock goes to third. Storbachen retired on the 4-6 fielder's choice, and Iadacernia will reach. So 2 outs, 2 runners on. Neff looking to get out of another jam here, and in his way is Jacob Campbell, who singled his first time around. First pitch ball, Proctor backpicked. Iadacernia at first, but he's back in time. Didn't even have to dive, he was so close to the base. And now I'm sure he'll be even closer, just making sure he doesn't get backpicked to end the inning. Pitch to Campbell, check swing, and he did not go. And that was a terrible 2-0 swing. It's 1-2. Yep. 1-2 pitch coming up. Had to just verify the count. So Neff 1 strike away from getting out of this. 1-2 pitch coming to Campbell. Swings, lines it to short. Traficante plays it on a hop. Flips to Brewer. Inning over. So Jeremy Neff once again works around 2 on with only 1 out, and he's through 3 scoreless here in Madison. Third of the way through. Spitters still lead 6-0. Looking for more in the top of the fourth. Coming up on Spitters Radio. Top of the fourth here from Madison, Wisconsin, leading off the inning. Lefty-lefty matchup is Miles Simmington. Simmington 2 for 2 on the day. Singled in the first, doubled in the second, and it was a double I'm sure he would rather not talk about, as he dove awkwardly into second and kind of flipped head over heels. And the first pitch, fired from Clowder's inside, hits him, and Simmington will work his way on for the third time today, but I'm not sure it's the way he would like to. Chris Monroe now into the box, and this is a matchup to look out for, facing a left-handed pitcher with all that power. Homered yesterday, hit 2 homers on Saturday, looking to make it 3 games in a row with a long ball. And first pitch swinging, and he just caught under it. Oh, man, looking to make it 3 in a row, and had that ball hidden a millimeter or so lower on the bat, would have been a deep fly. Instead, it's just a loud out number 1. Off the bat. God, I started to get excited. Man, I thought for a second he had it. It was as soon as it went above the awning here at Warner Park, I realized it was just too high to make it out. And now another guy that can launch one is Jake Arnold. First pitch to Arnold was a strike, and then Campbell tried to back pick Simmington at first, but he was back safely. 0-1 pitch, and not a pitch. He will pick over Simmington back safely. Simmington leads from first. That ball ripped down the line. Fair, it's gone, but it's foul out of play.
Anything else?
Long, strike 2 for Arnold, and going to the dugout. He might have broken his bat on that swing, as it looks like he gets a new bat. Got to be at least the 10th bat broken by the Spitters this season, as with the bats that they use, the Rawlings Ash bats, very prone to breaking, not as durable as a maple bat, but I don't think maple's in the Northwoods League budget. Arnold watches a ball high. Count is 1-2 now. 1 out, runner on first. Simmington hit by a pitch first pitch of the inning, and then Chris Monroe, first pitch swinging, flew out to left. 1-2 to Arnold is just outside. Clowder tried to backdoor him with a cutter, and he missed, so it's 2-2. Even count. Arnold already has 2 RBIs, RBI ground out in the first, and an RBI single in the second. Looking for more in the fourth. Pitch on its way. Grounded slowly to short. Frederick goes to second for 1, and Arnold will beat out the throw to first. So Simmington out at second. On the fielder's choice, Arnold will reach base for the 3rd time today. Thanks to the fielder's choice, and there are 2 outs. Two away, Proctor in, first pitch swinging, and fooled by a slider, strike 1. Proctor 0 for 1, walk and a strikeout, came around to score on that walk in the first inning. He was the 4th of 5 runs to score, as Clowder throws a nice strike at the knees, and Proctor's down 0-2. Proctor's average got off to a nice start, 333, dipped just a slight bit though, nothing too crazy, only 300 now after the strikeout. And Proctor tried to hold, I think he fouled it back. So still 0-2 the count. Proctor only hit 171 his last season, but he did have 2 home runs. He does have a lot of pop. Looking to show it off here. Down 0-2 in the count, 2 outs. Arnold leads from first. Clowder looking for 2 scoreless innings to start his night. Pitch on his way to Proctor. Proctor fouls it back, stays alive. Fastball up around the letters. Proctor got able to get to. Last time Proctor hit in the second, it was the last at bat for Ike Buxton, and he got him swinging. He swung through the last 2 pitches on good pitches. Sure, he was upset with himself, trying to get back to it here. 0-2 pitch, here it comes, and Proctor deep to center. That ball is going to get all the way to the fence. Jake Arnold hustling around third. He's going to score without a throw. Adam Proctor deep. RBI double to the fence. And it is 7-0 Traverse City. Proctor fought off. Couple pitches, got his pitch. And I know how hard he works in the cage and during BP every single day, trying to do those things, not trying to launch too early, sitting back and driving pitches, and he got one there, drilled it to the fence for an RBI double. His second RBI double of the season. It's his 3rd RBI on the year. Colin Summerhill now is in. He watched the first pitch ball. The 1-0 is a slider on the back door for a strike. Summerhill, tonight's beer batter. So if he strikes out, there will be discounted beer for the fans here in Madison. They got Johannes Hawkinson last night, who was the beer batter, looking to make it 2 nights in a row. 1-1 pitch. Summerhill swings deep to left field, but that ball is going to die and is caught by Ida Cernia to retire the side, but not before. Adam Proctor gives his team 1 more run on an RBI 2-out double. Lead is now 7-0 after 3.5 innings of play. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Jeremy Neff back out to work on the Pit Spitter Radio. Bottom of the fourth here on Pit Spitter Radio. 7-0 ball game. Pit Spitters offense is clicking so far through their first 4 innings at the plate as Jeremy Neff back to work deals a first pitch strike to Kyle Bork. Bork swung through that pitch looking to get on base for a second time. He walked his first time and made it all the way around into scoring position before getting stranded. Looking to get his team on the board here in the fourth. 1-1 count. Neff will deal, and it is fouled back. 1-2 count now. Bork, a utility player for the Mallards. He can play the corner infield positions and the outfield. From Alpharetta, Georgia. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. It is, looked like it was on the inside corner. Bork jumped out of the way. Proctor with a good frame job, but home plate umpire rules it a ball. Count goes even 2-2. The Richmond Spider, Jeremy Neff, goes into his windup on the 2-2 count. And the pitch. Outside corner, and wow, tight zone for home plate umpire. Pitch might have been a little low. Can't tell height really from in the press box. Looked like it caught the corner though, so it had to have been a little low, and the count's full. Pitch to Bork is high, so after 2 borderline balls, Neff throws high, and Bork will work himself another walk, his second walk of the night. So it's another leadoff base runner for the Mallards. They had one in the second before Neff stranded. 2 on, and now they have a runner here looking to do the same. No runs. First pitch swinging. It's a chopper right side. Play made by Brewer. Arnold went over to make the play and then retreated back to the bag, realizing it was easier for Brewer to make the play. And he's able to flip to second flip to first for the first out. It was the second baseman that made the play. So second baseman flips to first, 1 away.
Is it? Yeah, I thought it was.
So Baldwin grounds out to second for the first out. Runner moves to scoring position, and Matt Scannell is back in the box. Struck out his first time on a nasty pitch outside on a breaking ball. Scannell 2 for 21 to start the season, looking to get off the schneid here with a base knock. Lefty-lefty matchup. The 1-0 pitch is, again, another slider. Moves too far out of the zone, and it's 2-0. Scannell, the Princeton Tiger, wrapped up his freshman year. Looking to get something going here. Neff deals 2-0, and he's swinging. It's hit hard out to center field, and Truitt will not be able to get to it. It's going to be a RBI double for Matt Scannell. So the Mallards will get on the board here in the bottom of the fourth. That ball was shot hard out to center field. It was 2-0, just looking for a pitch to hit, as you do in a 2-0 count, and he put a nice swing on it. Hit a hard liner over the head of Trey Truitt in center field, and the Mallards are on the board. Still a big lead, though, for Neff and the Pit Spitters. Up 7-1. As Neff deals first pitch, fouled back, but it's going to get out of play. Jacob Slonum fouled that one back. He grounded out to second his first time around. First pitch swinging there. Neff, his first earned run on the season. as he gets Slonum to swing and miss on that one. So an 0-2 count. Coming to Slonum. Runner leads from second. Only one out. And Jeremy Neff has to continue to work out of trouble. 0-2 pitch on its way. And it is... Looked like strike 3 around the knees. Definitely looked like it caught the outside corner. Matter of, was it in the zone or too low? And I guess it was a little too low. Umpire called it a ball, so it's 1-2. Tight zone tonight, it looks like, as the runner that scored, Kyle Bork, saw 2 pitches that were borderline. So he walks himself on. And then Slater scored on the double. 1-2 pitch is fouled back by Sloman. Slonim. Hopefully I got that name right, not in the pronunciation guide. Looks like Slonim. I'm just going to assume I'm just going to roll with it. Slonim in. 1-2 count. Neff deals and a defensive swing, but he's able to stay alive and foul it down the first base line. Aggressive lead by Scannell at second. No one's really holding him on. He got about a third of the way to second base, but he decided not to try and steal. But I'm sure if he did, he could have been in there safely. He does have a stolen base on the year and hasn't been caught, so he's 1-0. Perfect on stolen bases. Brewer now will inch towards second and hold him on a little bit. 1-2 is high. Proctor back picks him, and it's going to skip into center field, but Scannell will just hold up at second and not even risk it. Down 7-1. Every single run matters as he tries to climb back into this game, and he won't risk trying to take that extra base. And I'm thinking that's a designed back pick. Was talking with Brewer and Trafficante on the bus about that. Down the line, fair ball, past a diving Faust. Slonim hustling into second. Throw by Simmington, not in time, and it is back-to-back RBI doubles for the Madison Mallards, and it's now a 7-2 ball game. Still a big lead for the Pit Spitters, but Neff struggling to put away hitters here in the fourth. So it's back-to-back RBI doubles for Madison. They trail by 5 now. Starting to climb back into this game as a 9-hole hitter, Cam Frederick, is in looking for more. Grounded up to third his first time around. First pitch on its way, high, ball 1. As I was saying, though, Trafficante and Brewer up the middle. I was talking to him on one of the bus rides about how they try to send signs to the catcher when they want to potentially, pick a runner off at second base. So I'm sure Brewer had that conversation with Proctor and must have given him some sort of signal that he wanted to, pick off a runner. Wasn't able to, though, and then it led to an RBI double. Neff will deal that ball high. It's 2-1 count to Frederick. 0 for 3 in yesterday's ball game. Did get 2 RBIs, though, in a winning effort. So he knocked in a third of the runs that Madison scored. Neff deals the 2-1, and it's fouled back, so the count evens up at 2-2. Frederick, the shortstop for this team, stands at a perfect 6 foot from Lincoln, Nebraska. Looks at a 2-2 here from Neff. And here it is. It's lined into right field. And Summerhill was in shallow for some reason, and it's actually going to skip past him, and that's going to allow Frederick to scamper all the way to third base. So 3 straight hits for the Mallards, 3 straight runs scored. I think Slonim would have scored regardless of the ball skipping the fence or not, but since Summerhill was in shallow, I think might have been playing that way on purpose. In case there was a ground ball through the hole, he could come up firing to the plate and allow that, cut that run off, but it gets by him. He dove to his right trying to stop the ball, but it got past him. Went to the fence. Truitt went over and backed up the play, threw it in, but not before Frederick scampered to third. Mound visit for the Pit Spitters after 3 straight hits, 3 straight runs. Rocky Mariello, pitching coach who made it for the road trip, wasn't here for the homestand, and joined the team for the bus ride to Kenosha. Quick chat with Neff, just trying to calm his nerves. Pit Spitters still lead this one. They're still up by a good margin, 7-3, up 4, but with only 1 out, good chance that runner at third is able to score and cut the lead to just 3. So the Mallards are really cutting into this lead here in the 4th. 1-0 pitch to the leadoff hitter, Cam Craddock. He swings through it. Count evens at 1. Duck whistles going again in the stands. Trying to rally the team as that ball is fouled off. Must have been just barely tipped. Didn't hear it hit the bat. And it's 1-2 count. Neff ahead. Big chance here with 2 strikes. He can get a strikeout and keep that runner right where he's at third. But a ball in play, unless it's a shallow pop-up, should allow that runner to score. 1-2 to Craddock on its way. It is a breaking pitch. It is just a little high, didn't break down fast enough, and it is 2-2, evened up. Craddock's 0 for 1. He walked and made it to third his last time up. Was left stranded. Now looking to not strain Frederick at third. The pitch is grounded to second, so Frederick will score. Brewer makes the play on the short hop, and there are 2 away. RBI ground out for Craddock. Cam scores Cam. And there are 2 outs, so 1 out away from getting out of a tough 4th inning of work. First pitch swinging. It's hit deep out to center. Truitt back, tracking it. Gets to the track. He's able to make the play, so it's a deep 3rd out. Gave the fans here a bit of excitement thinking it could go, but it dies with the wind blowing in. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits for the Mallards. 3 consecutive extra base hits for RBIs. And this lead has been cut from 7 to 3. Pit Spitters looking to get those back in the top of the 5th right here on Pit Spitters Radio. Top of the fifth, Pit Spitters back to work here in Madison, Wisconsin after the Mallards scored 4 in the fourth. Cut the lead from 7 to just 4, or just 3, as Aiden Brewer is in and watches a strike. Brewer is hitless so far. He reached on an error and then struck out. Looking to lead off this inning with a hit, walk, any way to get on base and try and get these runs back. Still leading, but after that scare in the fourth, it is significantly less of a lead. As Brewer shoots a hard shot down the line, foul, almost hit head coach Josh Rebant over at third. Hits off the brick wall and skips in the outfield. Brewer, even count 2-2. Clowder is still on the mound, working his third inning of relief as he gets Brewer swinging on a high fastball, and Brewer knows he shouldn't have swung at that pitch, and there's one away. Brewer strikes out to lead off the inning. It's the second strikeout by Clowder. And Camden Traficante now into the box. First pitch, big hack at it, but he comes up empty. Strike 1. Clowder gets ready, and he deals the 0-1. Just a tick high. It's ball 1. Clowder going longer than the starter in this one, and he's thrown some good innings. He's through 2. Only given up the 1 run last inning. But nothing significant. No hard base hits or anything. Just runners scored on after getting hit by a pitch and then getting moved around, scoring on a fielder's choice. Significantly less damage than the Pit Spitters did against Ike Buxton, hitting the ball hard to all fields, working counts, as Clowder's thrown 6 less pitches through 2 1/3 compared to Ike's 2 innings. He's just thrown pitch number 40 in his third inning of work. It was inside. He's worked Traficante inside. There's last 2 at-bats. The first time he threw up 4 inside fastballs that all missed the plate, and he walked on 4 pitches. This time he has Traff even in the count, 2-2. Two-two pitch on its way. Guess it was a 3-2 pitch. Couldn't really see the umpire's sign down there, but Traff will work himself on base, his second straight walk. Clowder's walked him both times. That time, Traff had to earn it. First time was only 4 pitches. That time it was 6, so actually 7 because he fouled off a 2-strike pitch. Back into the box now is Trey Truitt. He singled up the middle his last time. First time facing Clowder in a lefty-lefty matchup. This time, Clowder starts him off with a slider, caught the inside corner, strike 1. Truitt having himself a fine season. 2 hits in this game. He already came into this game the team leader in hits. Tied with Christian Faust. He's now broken away, taking a 2-hit advantage in that category. Watches ball 1 high. Truitt came into this the second highest average on the team. 391 to Chris Monroe's 444. But now with 2 hits and Monroe going hitless so far, I think he's jumped ahead as Truitt shoots a hard liner down the left field line, but it's out of play. Would have been extra bases had he kept it inside fair territory. Instead, it's a hard strike 2. 1-2 count for Trey Truitt. He has struck out in this game in the first inning and part of his second at bat in that first. Clowder looking for his third here. Runner goes. Pitch is high. Truitt takes it for a ball. Pitch skips in the dirt, and in safely is Trafficante. Had that ball been on target, Traff still would have been in there safely, so he'll pick up a stolen base. Pit Spitters steal a lot of bases. Something that Josh Rebant loves doing. He loves being aggressive at the plate and on the bases. 2-2 pitch to Truitt is just barely foul tipped, so he'll stay alive. Stolen bases through the first 7 games. Pit Spitters tallied 23 through 7 games, just over 3 a game, and they've already stolen 2 here. Arnold has 1 on a delayed steal in the second, and Trafficante steals 1 here, so they're at 25 stolen bases. Trafficante just swiped his second. 2-2 pitch to Truitt with the runner on second, 1 away. Here it comes from Clowder. In the dirt, nice block by Campbell, and the count runs full. Clowder tried getting Truitt to chase on a slider, but it slid too much. Truitt wisely lays off. The count is full. So Trafficante stole second. That's where he's at with 1 out. Base hit would score him. Clowder pitches. Truitt just got under that one. It's deep, though, to left center, and not deep enough. Craddock made the play, fired into third as Trafficante was off with the catch, and he will be safe at third. So it does move Trafficante over closer to scoring, just 90 feet away, but with 2 outs, it's still going to take a base hit to score him. Looking for that base hit is Christian Faust. Faust has hit safely in every game since the opener. He's got a 6-game streak going, 7-game on-base streak. First pitch is inside corner, strike 1 on a slider. Breaking ball starts off Faust. Faust 0 for 3. Couple of ground outs and a fly out. Clowder will step off. Clowder working from the stretch, but he works from the stretch regardless of runners on base or not. So whether runners on, he's still in his natural, comfortable position. 0-1 pitch on its way. And Faust tried to get his hands up there, realized it was high, lays off ball 1. Faust is tied now, or was tied for first in hits, now second with Truitt's 2 hits. Slow roller to third, and it is foul. So Clowder is ahead in the count 1-2. Looking to get out of another scoreless frame. Trying to keep this lead where it's at and give his team a chance as they struck gold in the 4th. Pit Spitters are trying to take some of that momentum back. The 1-2 to Faust is in the dirt. Faust swings. Catcher Campbell has to throw to first. He does make the throw in time. So it is the 3rd strikeout of the game for Reagan Clowder. And the Pit Spitters will again leave runners on base. 1 walk, no hits in the inning. 7-4 is still the lead for the Pit Spitters, headed to the bottom of the 5th here on Pit Spitter Radio. bottom of the 5th, about to get underway here at Warner Park in Madison, Wisconsin. A new pitcher is on the hill for the Traverse City Pit Spitters. It is number 25, Anthony Ramirez. Ramirez making his 3rd relief appearance of the season. He had a perfect outing his first game on June 2nd against the Rockford Rivets in an 11-1 winning effort. Ramirez pitched 1 inning in that game. No hits, no walks, no strikeouts. Perfect inning there. And then against the Kenosha Kingfish just 3 days ago, went 2 innings of relief, only gave up 1 hit and struck out 1 batter, faced 7, so just that 1 base runner reached on. Traverse City lost that game 10-3, their first loss of the season. Looking to avoid loss number 3, they lead 7-4. A couple pitches have been fired. It's a 1-2 count, and Ramirez's first batter faced, Alex Iadacernia, went 2 for 4 yesterday, hitless against Neff, but now with a right-hander looking to change that narrative. Sits back on a 2-strike breaking ball. Arnold goes way to his right to field it, makes a nice throw to first. Ramirez covers the bag in time. 1 out. Nifty play by Arnold. That ball looked like it would have been an easier play for Brewer, but Arnold is able to bounce off, field the slow roller, and flip to Ramirez covering the bag. So there is 1 out. Jacob Campbell now will step in. He's 1 for 2, singled his first time, and a fielder's choice ended the inning his last time around. First pitch is a ball, breaking pitch by Ramirez. 1-0 pitch from Anthony is right there for strike 1, count even 1-1. Ramirez is relief pitcher from California, Santa Clarita. 1-1 pitch coming. It is outside. Stayed in California to play his college ball. Played at California State University. 2-1 pitch on its way to Campbell. Campbell swings, got his hands around really quickly and fouls it way down the third base line. Counts even 2-2. California State University, Stanislaus. Ramirez did not pitch in this last season. Took a redshirt year. 2-2. Just misses the plate. It was a nice breaking ball at 71 miles per hour fired. Campbell wisely laid off, but he thought about going, but he was able to hold up. Counts full, 1 away. Pitch from Ramirez to Campbell. Outside, and Campbell will work himself on for the 2nd time today. First walk of the season issued by Ramirez. Only the 2nd base runner he's allowed through 12 batters. And in now is Kyle Bork. Bork 0 for 4 yesterday. No official at bat today because he's walked twice. Also walked once yesterday, so 3 walks in this 2-game set. Ramirez working with only the 2nd base runner he's seen, so he's only had to pitch from the stretch twice this season. That ball is hit right field, going towards the line. Summerhill makes the play. Throw to first is just not in time. Not sure what Campbell was doing. He was kind of off with the hit. Realized it about halfway to second that, oh, there's only 1 out. And he is able to get back to first safely, but it was almost an in-and-in double play. Summerhill made the play. First pitch swinging by Bork. Drake Baldwin now 0 for 2, but that was against the left-handed Neff. He was 3 for 3 all against righties yesterday, facing another righty in Ramirez. Ramirez deals first pitch. It's right there, strike number 1. Fastball dotted across the knees. Baldwin doing the designated hitting today. Oh, 1 count Ramirez gets set. Campbell takes his lead, and he's going to take second on a delayed steal. The same thing that Jake Arnold did in the second. You just get your shuffles and then take off, and no one really catches it because they're too busy watching the pitch, and then you just take second. That's the right side of the infield's job, Arnold and Brewer, to let Proctor know runners going. So it's a stolen bag for Jacob Campbell. Ramirez deals inside again, 2 straight breaking balls in on the plate. 2-1 count now. Credit Jacob Campbell with his first stolen base of the season. His first attempt, first steal. He's on second in a 2-1 count, 2 outs. The pitch. Hard swing, but it's fouled. I think that might have hit a fan off of a pole. Seems okay though. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Runner leads from second. Traverse City leading this game 7-4. Madison looking to get right back into it. Looking to cut the lead with the runner on second. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Baldwin stays alive. Proctor going to have a quick chat with Ramirez at the mound. Probably trying to make sure they got their signs correct. Catchers like to mix signs with the runner on second to make sure the base runner's not relaying signs. If it's just one sign, it's easy to pick up on, and he can relay that to the hitter through his own signs. So they're going probably 2 or 3 signs, making sure the second baseman can't catch up on it. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Baldwin looking to do damage. Ramirez looks at Campbell at second, deals. Slow roller, Ramirez fielding his position up the line. Makes the play, throws to first, wild up the line. Ball gets caught up. Wait a minute. Home plate umpire rules out on the play. Home plate umpire rules out. That's got to be, I would imagine, runner's interference. That's the only explanation I can think of. And now the umpires are going to convene, though, but home plate umpire makes the call. That is his call to make. He does rule Baldwin out. That has to be runner's interference. There's no other way to explain it. As Ramirez fielded the ball up the first baseline, fired wildly, so Baldwin had to have been impeding Ramirez's throwing ability. He had to have been inside the baseline. I can't think of any other reason they would call him out besides runner's interference. So Ramirez gets gifted with an out there. A runner does not score. It is still 7-4 Pit Spitters after 5 innings of play, and the boos are raining down from the Madison faithful. We'll be right back on Pit Spitters Radio after a crazy bottom of the 5th. Back here in Madison, Pitt Spitters lead 7-4. Looked like it was about to be a 7-5 game as Anthony Ramirez threw a ball up the first baseline, but ruled runner's interference on the play. And I was watching Ramirez make the throw. I didn't see if the runner was impeding Ramirez's throwing path to first, but he had to have. Otherwise, the umpire wouldn't have made the call. Miles Simmington will lead off the sixth for the Pitt Spitters. He's reached base every time, including this time, as he just throws his bat out at the outside pitch, shoots it up the middle for his third hit of the game. Miles Simmington, 3 for 3 today. So he singles up the middle. He singled in the first, doubled in the second, and he was hit by a pitch his last time. So he is on base in every at-bat. And again, Chris Monroe will bat against a left-hander. It is a new left-hander, though, after ball one dealt to Chris Monroe. Monroe up the middle. It's through the glove of second baseman Slonim. Had a tailor-made double play up the middle, but it goes under his glove. Simmington will round second. He is on third base now. Runners on the corners. Nobody out for the Pitt Spitters. E4 in the books. Christian Horner is the new pitcher for the Mallards. He's a 6'2" left-hander from St. Petersburg, Florida. Plays his ball at Palm Beach Atlantic. And he's already in trouble here in the sixth. Arnold at the plate. Arnold has himself a pair of RBIs, looking for more as he swings at a nice pitch on the outside corner, strike one. Monroe leading from first. He will extend his on-base streak. He's been on base safely in every game that he's played in this season. Hit streak in jeopardy, though, with an 0 for 4 days so far. We'll get at least one more chance, though. Jake Arnold has himself a hit. RBI single in the second. Pitch on its way and just off the plate. Very similar to pitch to the one he swung at. And he lays off that one wisely. 1-1 count. Even count for Jake Arnold. 1-1 pitch. Horner's ready. He looks at Monroe at first. Deals a nice breaking ball in for a strike. So Jake Arnold down in the count, 1-2. Reached on a fielder's choice his last time, so he's 1 for 3, 2 RBIs. RBI ground out in the first. 1 for 3. 2 ribbies. Looking for a third with Simmington on third. With no outs. 1-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt. Arnold. And now Monroe almost got caught up there. Arnold started to jog down to first on the drop third strike. However, with first base occupied, he is already out. And Monroe started to head towards second. And then quickly realized, thankfully, that he can't just take second base, gets back to first safely. So 1 out, and it's a big one because a double play is in order to end the inning for the Mallards. Adam Proctor in the box last time. He hit an RBI double deep into center field to score the most recent Pitt Spitter run. Again, lefty-lefty matchup, but that doesn't faze him. First pitch. He's bunting. And, oh, what a play by the pitcher.
Oh, buddy.
Nice play by Horner. Barehanded the bunt. And they had Chris Monroe hung out to dry, but the throw is in and out of the glove of the first baseman, Bork. Very impressive play by Horner, as I think that was a safety squeeze on. Not able to get it down, though. And Horner is 1 out away from getting out of a first and third no-out jam. This would be a big blow to the Pitt Spitters if they walk away empty here. Their lead went from 7-3 after the 4th inning. Looking to get some of that back, but with 2 outs, it's going to take a base hit from Colin Summerhill. First pitch, just a bit inside on the first pitch curveball. A slow curveball, about 70 miles per hour from Horner. So if you're ready for it, you can sit back and drive it, but if you're looking for the fastball, you'll be way out in front. Summerhill laid off of that first pitch, 1-0 count, looks at Monroe, deals. Outside, and Campbell actually dropped the ball, but Monroe, not a lot of speed at first, will hold up. 2-0 pitch coming to Colin Summerhill. He can do damage against the lefty from the right side of the plate. Last time, almost caught a home run. Just barely got under it, and it landed about 20 feet from the fence or so, and it was retired by Ida Cernia. 2-0 pitch to Colin Summerhill. Horner deals, and that ball hit high, deep to center. That ball is down. Craddock couldn't make the play. Summerhill turning, going for 3. Relay by Frederick, not in time. RBI triple for Colin Summerhill, and the Pitt Spitters get one back. They're on top 8-4. It is 9-4, actually. 2 runs scored. Monroe from first and Simmington from third. 2 RBIs for Colin Summerhill. He also had 2 RBIs in the first inning on a 2 RBI single with 2 outs. So again, 2 out hitting for Summerhill and the Pitt Spitters. 9-4 lead now, as there's the slow breaking ball by Horner in for a strike. Aiden Brewer is set to go now, so Proctor can calm his head over not getting that bunt down, as the 2 runs will score nonetheless. 0-1 pitch to Brewer is inside. Summerhill scampers home on the pass ball, and it is 10-4 Pitt Spitters. So Horner throws a ball to Brewer inside. It got past Campbell at the plate. I think that was where the pass ball. So Summerhill will score the 10th run for the away team, and Brewer takes a big swing at an off-speed pitch. Comes up empty. He's behind in the count 1-2. So 3 runs in the inning, all coming with 2 outs. Pitt Spitters 1 run away from getting back their 7-run lead. It's going to take a few hits to get it in this inning. 1-2 pitch on its way. A slow breaking ball inside corner. Strike 3. Brewer not agreeing with the call. It's a tough pitch, but a slow, lot of drop on the curveball. Found the corner. So Brewer goes down looking, but not before the Pitt Spitters get 3 runs on an RBI, 2 RBI triple, make that, from Colin Summerhill, his 4th RBI of the game, and then a pass ball that allowed him to score. 10-4 Pitt Spitters here on the Pitt Spitter Radio. Back in Madison, Wisconsin's Warner Park for the bottom of the 6th inning here on Spitters Radio Network. Colin Summerhill in the top half tripled home 2 runners with 2 outs and then scored on a pass ball. 3 runs in the inning, increasing Spitter lead to 10-4. Anthony Ramirez still on the hill for his 2nd inning of work. First pitch to Matt Scannell is low and away, ball 1. Scannell got things started for his team in the 4th. Had the first of 3 straight extra base hit RBIs. Doubled home Kyle Bork in the 4th to start the 4-run inning. Ahead 2-0 here. Pitch from Ramirez is high. It's now 3-0. Ramirez got out of an interesting inning last time as Drake Baldwin hit a slow roller up the first baseline, and Ramirez fielded it and fired it over the head of first baseman Jake Arnold as he walks Scannell to start the inning. But runner interference was called by the home plate umpire because Baldwin must have been inside the playing field on the left side of the first baseline, interfering with the throw. And so the inning ended. Kept a run off the board, got the Spitters out of the inning, and then they put up 3 runs. So a big point in this game. Leadoff runner on now for the Mallards. First pitch to Jacob Slonim is in for a swinging strike. Slonim also doubled home a run. He doubled home Scannell in the 4th. His first hit of the game. He's 1 for 2. Scannell leads from first. Pitch is hit into center field. Shallow. Trey Truitt coming in. Won't make the play. It's down for a single. Throw goes over the head of shortstop Traficante, but backing up the throw is Ramirez. So Slonim gets his 2nd hit of the ball game. And there are first and second. Nobody out for the Mallards. Ramirez into the most trouble he's faced all year. He's never given up more than 1 base runner in an inning so far in the young season. 2 on here. Nobody out. First pitch ball to Cam Frederick. Frederick had himself an RBI in the 4th as well. It was a weird play hit through the right side of the infield, but Colin Summerhill was in shallow, and he had to dive to his right to stop it, but it went all the way to the fence. Frederick advanced to 3rd and would later score. 1-0 pitch is just inside. Ball 2. Two-0 count to Frederick, the shortstop from Creighton University, the Blue Jays. Has 4 hits on the season, looking for 5. Scannell dancing on second. Ramirez steps off, looks him back. Ramirez looks in. It's a 2-0 count, so doesn't want to load the bases. He's going to have to come with something. Frederick will be ready for it as he is swinging, but that one should be an easier play for Truitt. Makes his way back, makes the play. Scannell fakes the tag up and stays at second. 1 out now on the line out by Frederick. Top of the order, back around for the Mallards. It is Cam Craddock. Craddock hitless in this ballgame, 0 for 2. He walked in the 3rd, made it all the way to 3rd before being left stranded to end the inning. Craddock had an RBI ground out. The 4th run scored in the 4th, his last time up, grounded to second base. Has an RBI on the day, but he's 0 for 2. Pitch from Ramirez is a breaking ball. It's low for ball 1. Ramirez looking to keep that ERA at a nice, perfect 0, but he's got to work around the top of the order to get there. Double play would be huge to get out of this inning, but Craddock has some speed, so it'd be a tough turn. Trafficante holding on the runner. Pitch is dealt just a little outside. It's 2-0. Craddock entered the game with a .250 average. It's dipped just below. He's now 7 for 30 on the year. Looking to make it 8 for 31. 2-0 count. And Ramirez steps off. Scannell dives safely back into second, although Ramirez didn't throw. Trafficante holding on Scannell at short with the left-handed hitter up at the plate, keeping Brewer on the pole side at second. Scannell getting a dangerous lead. Dances around a little bit. Ramirez will fire. It is right down the middle, strike one. 2-1 count. Scannell was on second when Proctor tried to backpick him in the fourth, but it was a bad throw, went to the outfield. Scannell stayed at second, though, didn't advance. Let's see if they try to do some sort of pickoff play here, because Scannell's getting a big lead, dancing around. Ramirez checks him. 2-1 pitch on its way, and it's inside. 3-1 is the count. Ramirez has walked 2 batters in danger of walking a third, and it would walk the bases loaded with a dangerous hitter in Zack Storbachen up next. Ramirez looks at Scannell at second, deals a 3-1, and it is outside, so he will walk his third batter of the game, second of the inning, and the bases are loaded with just 1 out. Craddock works his second walk of the game on first. Trafficante having a quick word with Ramirez, likely just telling him, you know, keep a cool head, we got you out here, you know, get a ground ball. Trafficante and Brewer, a dynamic duo up the middle, have turned a fair share of double plays on the season. Looking for another one, it would be huge. Storbachen, not the most speed. Hasn't attempted to steal a base on the season. He is a big 6'1" catcher, though, and catchers not known for their base stealing abilities. First pitch outside corner, swing by Storbachen. He swings right through it for strike one. Storbachen from Wisconsin, from Sussex, Wisconsin. Teammates with Clowder, who we saw pitch for Madison at Madison College. The pitch grounded foul down the line. Ramirez ahead in the count, 0-2. A strikeout here would be huge to keep these runners at bay for the second out, and then any type of ground ball, pop-up, fly ball will get out of the inning. Ground ball here, you have to hustle to turn 2. Fly ball in danger of the sac fly, so a strikeout takes all that out of the equation. 0-2 pitch to Zack Storbachen. On its way, and it's fouled back to the screen. He stays alive. Storbachen did get his first hit of the season in the third. He would later be retired on a fielder's choice. Ground out to third and flew out to center. Has not struck out on the year, though, as... Oh, that pitch looked good. Ramirez threw a curve ball, tried to get the outside corner. It looked like it might have caught it. Tough to tell from my angle in the press box, though, so leave that one up to the umpire. It is ball 1. 1-2 the count. Storbachen, 0 strikeouts on the season. It'd be a big first one if Ramirez can get him here. 1-2, 1 out. The pitch is hit shallow, and Trafficante makes the play just behind shortstop for the second out. So it's a good outproduced by Ramirez, keeps the runners right where they are, and he's 1 out away from getting out of the jam. In his way is one of the best hitters on the Mallards, Alex Iadiscernia. No hits in the ball game. He's been kept at bay 0 for 3. Struck out in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the third, and ground out to first in the fifth. Here in the sixth, with 2 on, 2 out, looking to do damage. Ramirez gets set, looks at the runners, deals outside, ball 1. Iadacernia has 4 hits on the season. Hasn't been on the team for that long. Came into the day, though, with a 500 average, but only 4 for 8. Now he's 4 for 11 as Ramirez deals that one high, ball 2. 2-0 the count to Iadacernia. Runners in scoring position at third and at second. Scannell at third, Slonum at second. 2 outs after getting Storbachen to pop up. 2-0. Hitters count the pitch. He is swinging. It's hit shallow. Brewer and Traficante there. Brewer calls him off. Makes the play behind second base, and Anthony Ramirez works out of trouble in the 6th. Nice pitching by the big right-hander. Keeps that ERA at 0. No earned runs on the season after 2 innings here. 5 total innings worked on the year. Still 10-4 Pit Spitters after 2 strong innings from Anthony Ramirez, and we will be right back in a minute on Pit Spitters Radio. Camden Traficante steps in to lead off the 7th inning here on Pit Spitters Radio. Pit Spitters leading 10-4. Anthony Ramirez got out of a big jam last inning, 3rd and 2nd, 1 out, produced 2 infield pop-ups to get out of the jam, keeping this game right where it's at. Traficante has reached base safely all 3 times, singled in the first, has walked his last 2 times, but for the first time, he will face the new pitcher. First pitch is in there for a strike. Traficante from the right side for the 3rd at-bat. Hit lefty his first at-bat against the righty. 3 straight at-bats against lefties now. Christian Horner back to work. 2 runs given up in his last inning of work. That ball spiked in the dirt. Even count 1-1. One count to Traficante. Horner just like Clowder, doesn't work from a windup, goes from the stretch every pitch. Pitch on its way, 1-1. Nice curveball in there for a strike. Big looping curveball.
Alright, that's not bad. Try kick.
Radar gun shows 73, but I think we worked out the mathematics yesterday that it's adding about 5 miles per hour onto each throw. So big looping curveball, about 70 miles per hour or so. Zack Greinke type stuff. 1-2 pitch to Trafficante. Again, throws that curveball. He's able to sit back, hit it to second, but the play is made by slawing him one away. First time tonight, Trafficante is retired. He's been on base 3 times before that, but didn't come around to score at all. Grounds out there. 1 out here. Trey Truitt, the leadoff hitter, back into the box. He is 2 for 4 on the day. Pair of singles to his name to go with a strikeout and a flyout. He watches the first pitch ball in the dirt. Truitt, I mentioned earlier, took the team lead in hits. He was tied with Christian Faust, but he's singled twice. Faust hitless, so he's increasing that lead. Looking to go up by 3, takes a big swing, fouls it straight back. Early in the season, but Truitt leading in hits. Simmington is on his way to catching him, though. Came in the game hitting .357 with 5 hits. He has 3 today, so he's at 8. So he's on his way to catching Truitt if Truitt's played a couple more games than him. 1-1 pitch on his way from Horner is that breaking ball. That was just a little high, so it's ball 2, 2-1. Breaking pitch started inside, and Truitt turned like it was going to hit him, but it broke over the plate just high. 2-1 pitch to Truitt, hitter's pitch. See what Horner gives him. Here's the pitch, and it is a little low, so it's a 3-1 count to Trey Truitt. .3-1 pitch coming up to Truitt with 1 out in the 7th. Still leading by 6. Let's see if he gets the green light. It is the big breaking ball, but it is nowhere near the zone high. And Truitt will walk. He's reached base for the 3rd time tonight. 2 singles and a walk to Trey Truitt's name. He also walked yesterday with 2 hits. So he's 2 for 4 with a walk in both games of the series. He'll likely get another chance, though, later in the 9th, as long as Spitters get on 1 or 2 more runners. Christian Faust now is in. Hit streak sitting at 6 games. In jeopardy now. He's hit and runs on, but Faust misses, and Truitt gets thrown out at second. So the hit and run was on. Christian Faust missed the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Truitt gets caught stealing. So Campbell with a nice throw down to second and a nice pick at second by Slonham erases the 1-out walk, and there's now no one on, 2 outs for Christian Faust. Watches another curveball thrown in the dirt. 1-1 is the count. Again, you're gonna get some caught stealing with the amount of times the Spitters steal. They steal a whole awful lot. Truitt caught for just the 2nd time on the season, as Faust watches the fastball high and outside. Count now 2-1. 2-1. Many people say one of the most important, one of the biggest counts in baseball, because if it's a strike, now you're down 2-2. If it's a ball, you're in the driver's seat 3-1. We'll see who takes the advantage on the 2-1 pitch. 2 outs. Here it is. Faust, big swing and a miss. Strike 2. So now down 2-2. Truitt has to play defensive. 2-2 pitch. 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Horner deals. It is that slow curveball, and Faust is fooled way out in front of it, swing and a miss. It's going to go down as a 1-2-3 inning after erasing Truitt, trying to steal second. Horner, through his second inning of work, only giving up 2 runs. So still 10-4. Spitters leading. Time to stretch here at Warner Park. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 7th on Spitters Radio. Bottom of the 7th here in Madison, Wisconsin. New pitcher into the game for the Spitters. It is right-hander Cam Shulky. Shulky has absolutely tore it up his previous 2 appearances, as he throws one outside for ball 1. Shulky, freshman from Florida Gulf Coast, from Michigan, from Dorr. Throws a curveball outside, ball 2, 2-0 the count. He's appeared in 2 games this season. Pitched the second game of the year against Kokomo. 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned. And through June 3rd against Rockford, 3 innings of fantastic baseball. Only 1 hit through those 3 innings. And he struck out 6 batters, 2 strikeouts per inning of work. Has his season whip down to .5. And he'll throw from the side and over the top, 2 arm slots. 3-1 goes with the sidearm here, and it's inside. So it's a leadoff walk worked by Jacob Campbell. Second time Campbell's walked in this game. Last time he stole second and was left stranded. So Campbell works a walk. Shulky facing the first baseman Kyle Bork now, as he picks off and actually throws it away, but it bounces off the brick. Campbell holds it first. Talked with Shulky before the game about his unique delivery, because he throws sidearm and over the top, saying his dad played baseball and his dad would do it. So that's what got him into doing it, as he throws a nice curveball in for strike number 1 here. So watching his dad growing up got him into doing it, and he was about 10 years old, and his mom actually said stop doing that. because quick pick, but back safely is Campbell. So he started throwing when he was about 10 years old from the sidearm. In high school, his mom told him to stop because it would hurt his arm. And it wasn't not the traditional delivery, so he did stop for a little bit, but then his dad actually told him to keep going with it. So keeps throwing from the side and over the top. He'll mix it up to hitters as he throws that one from the side, fouled off. First pitch was over the top. That one's sidearm. So he's ahead 0-2 on 2 different arm slot pitches to Kyle Bork. Bork's 0 for 1. He walked twice. Flew out his last time on a shallow fly ball to Summerhill down the right field line. Let's see what Shulky comes with. His sidearm curveball is devastating. See if he throws it here. He does throw it, and it just missed the inside corner. Looked good. Oh, I'm sorry. That was strike 3. Umpire did not give really a signal at all that it was a strikeout. You know, usually umpires get a nice animated punch out. No such call there, as the only indication was a strikeout was the batter walking back to the dugout. So it was a perfect pitch by Shulky. It's actually it's a curveball, not a slider. You know, I called it a slider his last 2 outings because it has such lateral movement, moves right to left so devastatingly, but Shulky throws it with a similar grip as his over-the-top curveball. So it's a curveball, not a slider. He clarified before the game, and good thing he did because I'm able to use it in this little spiel. 0-2 count to Drake Baldwin. He watched a strike and fouled one off. He's down 0-2. Shulky looking for strikeout number 2. Make it 4 straight innings of total work across 2 games with 2 strikeouts in an inning. 0-2 pitch. Curveball. Wide up pitch. Strike 3 swinging. And that's what makes Cam Shulky so devastating at the mound. He throws sidearm, fastball, curveball, over the top fastball, curveball. So as a pitcher, you have to be alert for basically 4 pitches. Usually, you only have to watch for a fastball and a breaking ball. With Shulky, you do, but you also have to watch for different arm slot. So 4 possible pitches Shulky comes at you with as he gets a strikeout on a sidearm curveball and a strikeout on an over-the-top curveball. 2 outs. Matt Scannell up as he throws another over-the-top curve in there for strike number 1. Shulky now with 8 strikeouts on the season. That strikeout total is good for first on the team, tied now with the starter yesterday, Jacob Marcus, which is much more impressive when you look at the innings comparison. Marcus has thrown 11 2/3, struck out 8 batters, 4 per start. Shulky working his 5th inning of work, not even through 5, 4 2/3, and he has the same amount of strikeouts. So 7 less innings, same amount of strikeouts as the co-leader on strikeouts, Jacob Marcus. Another curveball over the top and just a half-hearted swing by Scannell. It is strike 2. 0-2 the count to Matt Scannell. He doubled, home run in the 4th, and he walked last time. Stranded at 3rd thanks to Anthony Ramirez. Got 2 pop-ups with 1 out to strand him. 0-2, 2 outs. Runner leading from first. Shulky, will he go over the top or from the side? He goes from the side. It is popped up, shallow left center. Truitt running. Truitt making the play. So Cam Shulky comes in, does his job, allows a leadoff walk, but then 2 devastating, impressive strikeouts, gets through the inning, and it is still 10-4 Pit Spitters. We'll be right back for the 8th inning on Pit Spitter Radio. back for the 8th inning, making sure everything's working properly. I think it is. There we go. Think everything is working. Little internet troubles, but we're back in the 8th inning. Spitters leading 10-4. Just missed it. Miles Simmington led off the inning with an error. Simmington reached first on an E4. And leadoff runner for the Spitters, Chris Monroe, looking for a hit. Hit streak in jeopardy. Likely the last at bat he'll get tonight. He's ahead in the count, 2-0. The pitch is low. I guess it was 3-0, and Chris Monroe will walk. So he will increase his on-base streak, but it looks like the hit streak will end. The new pitcher in the game, Ryan O'Hara, gave up an error to Simmington and a walk to Monroe. So 2 on, nobody out. Jake Arnold now at the plate, looking for more damage. He's already got 2 ribbies in the game. First pitch from O'Hara on its way. Arnold with the sack bunt. That's a perfect bunt down the third baseline. Tough play by Storbachen. And the first baseman has to come off the base to make the play. Waiting for the official scoring. It's going to go down as a hit. That was a perfectly placed bunt by Jake Arnold right down the third baseline. Inches from going foul. Well, wait a minute.
What's going on?
Now, wait, Jake Arnold is coming back to the plate.
What?
Not entirely sure what the call is because he squared around and he put a bunt down the third baseline. But now he's back at the plate. I don't know if they think it hit him, so it would be ruled a foul ball.
Well, it is a strike or a ball. If it hit him, it's a strike.
So I guess it's going to be a strike. Arnold did not reach on a bunt single, and now we'll see if the bunt's still on or if he'll get the green light to swing away. He does swing away, fouls it back to the screen. We've had a couple weird sequences in this game with the runner interference at first, and now that play with was it a bunt single or hit by? Did it hit him? I guess the only thing I can think of is it must have hit him on the hands maybe, and so it would be technically a foul ball. I'm not sure, but 0-2 pitch, swinging through the right side. Rebant's going to hold Simmington up at third, so it doesn't matter. All the umpire did there was make O'Hara throw a couple more pitches. Arnold singles into right. It's his second hit of the night. He's reached base 3 times now. Simmington makes his way to third. Chris Monroe is at second. Arnold at first. An error, a walk, and a hit brings up Adam Proctor. With nobody out, bases loaded. Proctor has faced a lefty. His last 2 at-bats make it 3 in a row. He did double against the lefty in the 4th. That was Clowder, who pitched 3 innings of relief. and then faced Horner his last time up. So he's going to face his 4th pitcher of the game as he watches strike 1 on the outside corner. 1-1 count to Adam Proctor. RBI double in the 4th. He walked in the 1st. He's 1 for 3. Tried to bunt over sacrifice in the 6th, popped up to the pitcher, looking to atone right here, fouls it off, straight back. Big swing by the Michigan State Spartan, counts 1-2. Ryan O'Hara is not too far from Wisconsin, from Illinois, Glenview, and he is a pitcher at Illinois in Champaign. So it's Big Ten versus Big Ten. Campbell is going to jog out and talk to O'Hara about something. You know, bases loaded, and it's a stressful time, stressful situation. Down 6, Mallards can't really afford to give up any more runs. Proctor can break this game wide open with a base hit or potentially a ball into the gap. 1-2, Big Ten to Big Ten. Proctor swings and misses on a good breaking ball in the dirt. Proctor goes down for the 2nd time tonight. 2nd time with runners in scoring position, and there's 1 out. And now, though, a guy that Traverse City definitely wants to have up in this situation, and a guy that the Mallards don't want to see. It's Colin Summerhill. Summerhill knocked in 2 in the 1st with a single. He had 2 deep flyouts in the 3rd and the 4th to left field. Balls that were very close to getting through. Hard hit to 3rd. Step on the bag for 1. Fires to 1st. Took him off the base. Gets down in time. And Ryan O'Hara works out of a bases loaded, no out jam, no earned runs for the Pit Spitters. Disappointing sequence for Traverse City. Summerhill hit that ball on the screws, but it was right at the 3rd baseman Storbachen. Made a good play in turn 2 out of the inning. 10-4, still the lead though. No need to worry. No need to get upset. 6-run lead after 7.5 innings of play. Cam Shulky still manning the hill in the 8th when we come back on Pit Spitters Radio. Bottom of the 8th inning here from Madison, Wisconsin on Pit Spitter Radio. Cam Shulky back to work. Throws a nice curveball from the side in there for strike number 1. Caught the outside corner on a beautiful pitch. Jacob Slonim in to start off the bottom of the 8th, down 6. Shulky then over the top with the curve, but it's too far outside. It's ball 1. 1-1 the count. Slonim, 2 hits, RBI double, and a single. from the side again. Fastball, but it's low and away. 2-1 count now to Jacob Slonim. Utility infielder for the Mallards. Plays everywhere but first. The 2-1 is a curveball. Big hook. Big swing and a miss by Slonim, and the count is even 2-2. Slonim, a senior from Verona, Wisconsin, plays his ball at Edgewood. 2-2 pitch on its way. Shulky from the side. Curveball. Big swing and a miss. Shulky. Third strikeout of the game. And now in sole possession of first place on the team for strikeouts on the season. That's his 9th. Breaks a tie with Jacob Marcus for the team lead, and he's thrown way less innings, about half the innings Jacob Marcus has thrown. Yet he leads the team in Ks. Starts off Cam Frederick with the first pitch strike. Shulky on the season is just so dominant from the side. Curveball, outside corner, beautiful pitch. I don't know how you hit that pitch.
It was a ball, right?
0-2 the count to Cam Frederick. Shulky looking for strikeout number 10 on the year. Got him swinging. Cam Shulky dealing. This is the 5th consecutive inning of work for Shulky across 2 games where he struck out at least 2 in an inning. 10 strikeouts for Cam Shulky this season. Unreal numbers. Starts over the top with a curveball. Backdoor strike 1 to Cam Craddock. Cam Shulky has thrown 5 2/3 on the season, and he has 10 Ks. That pitch inside. Craddock had to move out of the way to avoid being hit. Shulky has faced 20 batters this year. Craddock being the 21st, so not counting him, 20 batters. He has struck out half of them. Craddock, high fly ball, shallow right. Summerhill moving towards the stands, makes the play for out number 3, and Cam Shulky threw a perfect 8th. 4 consecutive scoreless innings by the Pit Spitter bullpen, picking up their starter Jeremy Neff, keeping him to high spirits, trying to get the win. Up 10-4 as we go to the last inning of play here on Pit Spitter Radio. Ninth inning here in Madison, Wisconsin. Spitters looking to split the 2-game set with the Mallards as Brewer fouls one back to the screen on the first pitch. New pitcher in the game for the Mallards trying to take the ninth. It's Sam Berline. After 6 straight innings of facing a left-hander, the Mallards throw out a right-hander. Haven't seen a righty since the 2nd inning with Ike Buxton, and they tattooed him for 6 runs. One pitch on to Brewer is hit high on the infield. First baseman Bork, nope. Actually, Slonham, the second baseman, will call him off, make the play. 1 out. Tough game for Brewer. He's going to finish this one 0 for 5 with 3 Ks, the hat trick. But a lot of ball on the season left to be played. And Brewer might... There's no stat for how valuable a player on the team is, and his glove up the middle at second base is invaluable to this team, along with Camden and Traficante, the double play duo. Traff is 1 for 2, singled in the first, has walked twice. Back at the left side of the plate, facing the righty. Grounded out to second his last time up. Spitters leading by 6. Looking to get a little bit more insurance before the 9th. Not sure what the plan is for Reban, if he wants to keep Cam Shulky in for the 3rd inning of work or go to the pen. Shulky has pitched 3 innings this year. He pitched 3 innings against Rockford. Struck out 6 in that one just a few days ago. 2-1 count to Traficante. Berline deals. It is high, 3-1. Running out of words to describe Cam Shulky, the way he pitches. 10 strikeouts, 21 batters faced across 6 total innings of work on the season, as Traficante will walk. So he's faced 21 batters in 6 innings of total work. Shulky has struck out 10 of 21. He struck out 47% of batters he's faced on the season. Hitters are hitting .095 against him. Just 2 hits through 21 at-bats. One of the most reliable arms in the back end of Josh Reban's bullpen. I would say right up there with Pat Holefield. 2 guys that game on the line, you know they're going to come in, they're going to shove. As Trey Truitt watches a ball outside. Truitt 2 for 4. 2 singles. He walked his last time up and then got caught stealing in the 7th. Looking to add on to his team leading hit total. Traff leads from first, 1 away. Berline set, he deals. 2-0 pitch, up and in. Truitt has to move out of the way. It's now 3-0, and with the big lead. Actually, I'm wondering what Reban will do. Big lead, up 6. I think you can afford to give a green light. If it's right there, might as well take a hack at it. Worst thing that can happen is you get out, but you're up 6 runs. So we'll see what happens here. 3-0 is on the outside corner. Trey Truitt tosses his bat towards the dugout as the umpire called the strike. Never a good look, because any pitch that's close, umpires like to call another strike because they don't like to be shown up. They do like to steal the show, however. 3-1 count to Trey Truitt. Traff leads from first. Here's the pitch. And it is inside, so now Truitt will toss his bat. Make his way down to first. And it is back-to-back walks for Berline. Christian Faust up to the plate. Last chance to extend that 6-game hitting streak. He has hit safely in every game besides the opener. He did extend his on-base streak in the first, but the hit streak is in jeopardy. Needs a knock here, and it would be a big one, as it would probably most likely produce an RBI. He watches the first pitch high. Faust 0 for 5 on the day. Reached on an error, flew out to left, reached on a fielder's choice, struck out, and struck out. Looking to avoid the hat trick and get a base knock. Berline the 1-0. Double steals on. And Campbell just eats it at the plate. I think he had trouble getting it out of his glove. So it's a double steal. Trafficante takes third. Truitt takes second, and that's going to take the double play out of the equation. Now, infield in, down 6, giving Faust a better chance to get a hit. Hard grounder would get through, and a blooper would definitely get down. The pitch is popped up, and there's the blooper. That's trouble down the right field line. It's actually going to get into the seats. Foul out of play. So Faust will come back. Faust, 2-0 swinging, hits it foul down the line as Bork, Slonum, and Scannell all converged towards the tarp down the right field line, but it was out of play. 2-1 the count now. Still a hitter's count for Christian Faust. 0 for 5, chance to extend the streak. And Berline steps off, gets set again. Trafficante leads from third, Truitt from second. 10-4 ball game, top of the ninth, 1 away. And here comes the 2-1 to Christian Faust. Swinging up the middle, and that ball's down. Trafficante got a late jump. Here's a throw to the plate. Second on the throw. RBI single for Christian Faust. He does extend that hitting streak now at 7 games. On his last breath, he pokes one to center field, gets an RBI single. Hit streak at 7 games now. On base streak still at 8. Infield down 7 is still in. On that last play, Truitt read the ball well off the bat, was immediately off towards third. Trafficante got a late jump, so Truitt was actually about a foot behind him. Almost overran him at third. Would have been an out if he did, but he was able to hold up. Trafficante scores his first run of the game. Faust gets his first RBI. And it's 11-4 Spitters. Infield in, down 7. Just trying to keep the lead, where it's at. Simmington, big hack, and it's foul. Simmington has 3 hits, a season high for him. Singled in the first, doubled in the second, singled in the 6th. He also was hit by a pitch in the 4th and reached on an error in the 8th, so he's been on base all 5 at-bats today. Berline ready. Simmington ready. Breaking ball gets through. Here comes Trafficante, and he will score the 12th run of the game. It's an even dozen for the Spitters. Breaking ball was low, and it got through Campbell, and Trafficante got a perfect read on it and was able to scamper home. So takes 1 RBI opportunity away from Simmington, but there's still Faust over at third. Infield still in. Simmington looking for his first RBI on the day. Despite having 3 hits, he has no ribbies. Here comes Berline. 1-1 pitch to Miles Simmington. It is up and away, ball 2. 2-1 count now. Hitters count for Miles Simmington. Simmington does have 5 RBIs on the season, came into the game 4th on the team. Would stay there as that ball is a curveball that's skipped about 2 feet in front of home plate. And a good block by Campbell prevents Truitt from scoring over at third. Colin Summerhill just jumped into the team lead for RBIs with 4 today. Came in with 6. And now has 10. A little conversation on the mound, and they break it up. Summerhill with 4 ribbies brings his total to 10 on the season, leading Faust by 2 now. Summerhill takes a big swing, puts it straight up in the air out of play. Little upset with himself about that one. Got a really good pitch to hit. The count runs full. Full count, 1 out. In the top of the 9th, Spitters leading by 8, 12-4. Christian Faust leads from third. Infield in. The full count pitch from Berline on its way. And it's spiked again. So Simmington works his way on base for the 6th time in this game. On base percentage just soaring from Miles Simmington. And now Chris Monroe, his last chance to extend that hitting streak. Faust was able to do it in this inning. And Monroe has a chance to do it as well. His last opportunity. Monroe has played in 4 games this season, 5 including this one. He's hit safely in all 4 of those previous. Big hack. But he comes up empty. He was trying to put up a 3-run shot there. Another streak in jeopardy is that home run streak. He's homered in 2 straight games, 1 last night, 2 against the Kingfish on Saturday. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And another big hack, and he comes up empty. So it's 0-2. Definitely swinging to do damage. Might as well, up 8 runs. Likely, unless something catastrophic happens in the bottom half. Spitters going to win this game, so might as well, swing for the fences and try to get that 3rd homer. 0-2 pitch on its way from Berline. Simmington leads from first. The pitch is fouled off, and Monroe stays alive. Monroe has reached twice today on an error and a walk, so his on-base streak is at 5, but his hit streak still at 4, and in jeopardy of ending right here if he doesn't make something happen. 0-2 pitch to the big first baseman playing DH today. Berline set. He deals. Monroe strikes out on a good pitch to hit. So there are 2 outs away here in the top of the 9th, and Monroe's hit streak, unless the Spitters go on an absurd 2-out rally, will end at 4 games. On base streaks still alive at 5 though. That will bring in Jake Arnold. Arnold watches a first pitch ball low. One 0 pitch to Arnold is inside. Had to move his feet to get out of the way of getting hit. And the count is 2-0. Arnold has 2 hits on the day, both singles. Also has a pair of RBIs. .2-0 pitch, big swing on 2-0, and he swings right through it. 2-1 now. So Arnold at the plate, Christian Faust over at third. Picked up an RBI single. Has 9 on the season now, second behind Summerhill. Simmington leads from first. The pitch on its way, and Arnold thought about going around, held up in time, and it's 2-1. Make that 3-1 actually. 3-1 pitch, hitter's count. If it's right there, expect a big hack from Arnold. The pitch on its way, and it is low and out of the zone. So Arnold will walk. Walk number 4 issued by Berline in the top of the 9th, and only 2 runs to come out of it, though. Adam Proctor in. He's looking to do some damage now against a righty. He's had 3 straight at-bats against lefties. Back up against the right-hander, looking to do something. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the 9th, team up 8. First pitch from Berline. Up and in. Sweet shin music. Proctor ducks out of it. Coming up for the Pit Spitters, they will travel to Battle Creek tomorrow to play the Bombers for 2. 1-0 pitch. Big swing down the line, but foul. Had extra bases written all over it, but it gets out of play. One count coming to the Michigan State Spartan. Here's the pitch now on its way. Another big swing. I think that broke a bat on its way to short. Frederick coming in slow roller, makes the play, fires, not in time. Mark that down as an infield single for Adam Proctor and get that bat into the fireplace. Another shattered bat by the Pit Spitters. They've gone through a lot this year, and it happens with the lower quality ash bats that they use. A lot of guys you'll see in batting practice tape up their bats to avoid flaking, because ash bats do that quite often. The wood flakes on it, and then eventually that's what leads to it breaking. But on a pitch like that, inside on the hands, Proctor with trying to make something happen. Just catches it on the handle, and the bat snaps. Mark it down as an RBI single, though, for Proctor. His second hit of the day. And now Colin Summerhill, he's had himself quite a day. 2 for 5 with 2 deep flyouts. Single and a triple, 4 ribbies. He's hit the ball on the screws every time. 1-0 pitch, here it comes. Big swing, that ball's hit into left field. Jammed him a little bit, and in is Cernia to make the play. So Summerhill will end his night 2 for 6 with just a measly 4 RBIs. Last chance for the Mallards, but trailing by 9 runs, it's going to take a Herculean effort to get back into this ball game. 13-4 after batting around. Pit Spitters lead, bottom of the 9th, coming up on Pit Spitters Radio. Last chance for the Mallards here in Madison, trailing by 9 after 3 more runs by the Pitt Spitters. And to finish things off for Traverse City, John Buechelaer, I would say competing with Cam Shulky for most dominant strikeout pitcher on the team. Buechelaer's had himself quite the season so far, pitched 2 games, 3 innings, 6 strikeouts. In his interesting, unique stance, getting the sign, and hard-throwing righty deals a first-pitch strike, swinging right through it, is Zack Storbachen. Storbachen 0 for 5 yesterday, 1 for 4 today, 1 for 9 on the season. Buechelaer talked to his grandpa after the first night. After his first appearance, he came into a game down by 1 run, kept the Jackrabbits off the board with 2 strikeouts in his first inning, and after Aiden Brewer tied it, he came in, pitched the 10th, 2 more strikeouts. So 2 scoreless innings, 4 strikeouts, as he gets 1 right here. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Good morning, good afternoon, good night for Zack Storbachen. But after that first game, talked to his grandpa, found him as I was walking down to the field, and asked about, talking to him about his grandson, John, and saying out of all the appearances he's made on the mound, all the games that he's watched between Madonna and the Northwoods League, that first guy out of however many to get Buechelaer correct on the first try. Props to me. And also credited me for, talking about his wind-up, his nifty, how he looks in for the sign, and he said the technical term is a velociraptor, how he looks in. He just hunches over his left knee, gets real low to the ground, an intimidating stare at the hitter as that ball is fouled back and he's ahead 1-2. Just an intimidating stare with the glasses on as well. So just throwing everything. It's a psychological battle at the plate, and more times than not, Buechelaer wins. He's faced 10 batters on the season. Only 1 is reached. He struck out 6. Actually, make that 11 with the last batter. 11 batters, 7 Ks. That pitch just a little low in the dirt. So definitely competing with Shulky, although right now 64% of the batters he faces go down via strikes. So he's winning in that category, looking to make that number a little higher with the strikeout here. 2-2 pitch, here it is. And it's going to be a jam shot up the middle. Brewer jumps, can't make the play. And it's just the second base runner yielded on the season by John Buechelaer. Mallards are going to need about 15 more of those if they want to tie this game. Down big by 9 in the 9th. 1 out single. So Buechelaer facing a batter with a runner on for just the 2nd time all season. Actually the 3rd time, because first game extra innings. They start with the runner on second, and he struck out 2 batters to hold that runner at second, allowing the Pitt Spitters to walk it off in the bottom half. Also talked to John about talking to his grandpa, and he said that he's gotten a lot of, jarring from opponents, from fans about his stance. And it's great to hear some positivity, which, looking at the stance, it's definitely unorthodox. Don't see it often. Craig Kimbrell on the Chicago Cubs has something kind of similar. He gets way down and throws his arm out there. And Buechelaer has a similar looking stance as he, gazes in for the sign. It's a 2-1 count to Jacob Campbell. Campbell 1 for 2, 2 walks and a single. Even a stolen base as Ida Cernia leans from first. That pitch is swung on and missed, 2-2 the count. So Buechelaer, just like Shulky, has struck out 2 batters in consecutive innings. Looking for his second here. 2-2, here it is. It's just a little high. Buechelaer against Kokomo struck out a batter in the 8th and then struck out the side. No, struck out the side in the 9th, pardon me. And then tallied a strikeout the next half inning, which brought his total to 6 as he strikes out. Campbell here, fastball inside corner, and Buechelaer, just like Shulky, strikes out multiple batters in the inning. And he now is competing with Shulky for most strikeouts on the season. Shulky has 10. Buechelaer now has 8. And Buechelaer, just like Shulky, not pitching many innings. This is only going to be the 4th inning of work for Buechelaer. And here it is, 8 strikeouts, average of 2 per inning. Ball in dirt, Proctor knocks it down, keeps that runner at first. 1 out away from ending things here on a beautiful Monday night in Madison, Wisconsin. Thought that we would get some rain before the game, but it stayed away from the area, allowing the sun to poke out a little bit, and a beautiful game under the lights. Spitters travel to Battle Creek tomorrow. 2 games against the Bombers as Buechelaer deals high, before returning to Traverse City, ending a 6-game road stint to take on the Kalamazoo Growlers starting Thursday. They'll play 2 games there, travel to Kalamazoo for 2 more, then back home for 8 days. 2-0 pitch coming to Bork. Big swing, popped up, might end it. If it's in play down the first baseline, Jake Arnold's over, and it is caught! What a play by Jake Arnold, jumping against the screen, and that's going to do things here in Madison. Beautiful play by Arnold up against the screen on the foul ball by Kyle Bork. Spitters are going to win this one 13-4, and they avoid the sweep. The Spitters will move to 8-2 on the season, still tops the Great Lakes East Division. The Kenosha Kingfish lost tonight, so they dropped to 7-3. So Spitters sole possession of first place in the Great Lakes East. For Madison, they drop to 4-4 with the loss. 13-4 final here in Madison. Twice now, the Spitters dropped the first game of a road set and bounced back with a dominant win after losing 10-3 to the Kingfish on Friday. Hit 5 home runs, 14 runs scored on Saturday to win. Last night lose in dramatic fashion, upsetting, disappointing fashion on a walk-off fielder's choice at second, and now 13-4. Second most runs put up by the Spitters on the season, and they didn't even hit a home run. First time in 3 games that hasn't happened. Spitters will be back tomorrow for a 6:35 start time. That is Eastern, so 5:35 Central, 6:35 Eastern time against the Battle Creek Bombers. Morgan Lunsford slated to get that start for the Spitters. He's 0-0 on the season, got a no decision his first time out, no earned runs, 4 strikeouts. Tonight, the winner, Anthony Ramirez, as Jeremy Neff didn't throw the 5 innings required to pick up a win. Ramirez threw 2 innings, no earned runs. Cam Shulky absolutely dealt in the 7th and the 8th. 4 strikeouts on 7 batters faced. And John Buechler finished the 9th, 2 strikeouts facing 4 batters. Both those guys top 2 on the team in strikeouts. Colin Summerhill is my own personal player of the night. 2 for 6, 4 RBIs. Pit Spitters back in action tomorrow after a 13-4 dominating victory over the Madison Mallards. I'll be back tomorrow night for that game. Game time at 5:35 Central, so I'll be ready at 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. Until then, 13-4 final. I'm Stephen Walker here in Madison, Wisconsin.